Gary Kadi here. I want to talk to you about zero debt dentistry. How do we get out of debt? Well, I learned from my financial advisor that there's 3 types of expenses. I used to treat all expenses the same way. Once I learned this, I was able to get out of debt and be financially free, and now I want that for you. The first type of expense is something called a destructive expense. A destructive expense is when you spend $1 and it costs you multiples. For instance, let's just say you have somebody who's negative on your team. We call her a Debbie Downer or a Brian Bummer. And let's say that person you're spending $20 an hour for. And every time you try to bring a new initiative in, they're a big no, or they rally the troops against the initiative. That would be an example of a destructive expense. The second type of expense is your consumptive expense. A consumptive expense is where you spend $1 and maybe you get $1 back. It's like when you go on vacation, for instance. You invest in a vacation, you feel relaxed, you come back and you're productive. The rule here is not to put it on credit. You don't want to add interest expense to a consumptive expense. The third type of expense is something we call productive expenses. Now you can turn many expenses into productive ones, but you have to make sure you're getting a return on investment. For instance, your team, you pay them a salary, you should get multiples back. Your consultant, you should pay them a certain dollar and get multiples back. So that is what a productive expense is, and we go down your P&L to ensure that all of your expenses are productive ones.